bit because we have to hook up with studios in Ogun State, as we have joining us Dr. Gbenga Adeoye, FCA, who is a chartered accountant and also a financial expert. Good afternoon, Dr. Adeoye. Many thanks for joining us on the program this afternoon, sir. Okay, all right, very quickly, let's have your input because I understand that you have a very busy schedule, so you have to get back to work. But on Friday last week, the Central Bank of Nigeria directed DMBs, that's the deposit money banks and other financial institutions, to close accounts of persons who are using their systems for cryptocurrency trading. They claim that the digital currency is now being used for money laundering and terrorism. Okay, now there's been several reactions, you know, since this directive from the banking regulatory body, you know, broke this news and all of that. In the front line of those who are opposed to this directive is former Vice President Abubakar Atiku, saying that rather than do this, we need to open up our economy a bit more because we have a very high rate of unemployment amongst the youth. Now, but I want your input on this new directive by the CBN. Okay, how critical is this move really to today's Nigeria's economy, and really what can be the downside of this directive?
Okay. I think
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, I think clearly the first issue to consider is we need to look at the origin of cryptocurrency, and that's looking at what Satoshi Nakamoto created on 31st October 2008. The intention of those who invented cryptocurrency is to actually cancel the intermediary role of conventional banks in exchange for goods and services. That's what it's all about. And it's more like a wallet which you have, and then you fund that wallet either with your credit card or through another currency. And so the CBN regulation, I think, does not affect cryptocurrency transaction, but rather asking that banks should close accounts of those that are operating in that sector. Well, Nigeria may be considering fraudulent activities and all of that, but then at Canada, a Bank of Montreal also asked that their customers are not allowed to trade in cryptocurrency. And then you also have the TD, the Toronto Dominion Bank, saying that their customers should not trade in cryptocurrency. But when you look at the Royal Bank of Canada, they allow it. And they say that their customer can trade to a limited extent. And let me say this, cryptocurrency transaction, or the Bitcoin, which is an example of cryptocurrency, is difficult to reverse, or you cannot reverse it when you do the transaction because there is no cover. Like if you do a transfer from bank A to bank B, you can actually go back to your bank and say, look, I made a mistake, and then the bank can block the fund and reverse it. So in cryptocurrency, this is difficult, but at the same time, the world is moving forward. And I do not think Nigeria should be doing things that will disturb those that are choosing to trade in cryptocurrency. At best, you can regulate, because for you to buy this currency, it means you can use your credit card, you have money somewhere. And so if you close all the accounts, they will look for alternative through other countries, and then you end up developing other country recipient country, and then where they pay to will not be Nigeria. And that's where the crisis comes in, in terms of unemployment and the economic issue. But like somebody said, the solution to code room business is not closing down the code room business. It's rather to ensure you have regular power supply. Not that you say nobody should eat fish again, because once there is no light, the fish gets spoiled. You find solution. In fact, when you say they should not have bank accounts in Nigeria, then it becomes difficult for you to regulate.
Okay, sir, I understand everything you have said, but let's take a global look at this for a minute. As we know, Nigeria is the world's second biggest user of virtual currencies, like Bitcoin and the rest of them. Now, will this not set us back, in the global economic sphere, this kind of directive coming from the CBN?
I do not think so, because in actual fact, cryptocurrency is not even supposed to get banks involved. There are transactions that are from one end to another without conventional bank acting as intermediary. The only challenge that the traders in this currency may have is how to fund that wallet. Because it's a digital currency. When you want to trade in it, you buy and fund your wallet, and then you can sell to people who also need it. And there are companies who have cryptocurrencies that they are using for their normal exchange, you see. And even in Nigeria, you have some wallets here also, which you can fund with Naira, and you can pay your electricity bill, you can buy your airtime onto your phone. So I do not see that creating problem. And as a matter of fact, we may end up having more transaction of cryptocurrency in Nigeria, like you have in Kenya, because the trader will develop other means of funding this wallet. Because in actual fact, you are not supposed to get involved with the conventional banking system in trading.
Okay. All right. Let me quickly ask you one last question. It's like a two-part question, but very quickly. According to the statement put out there by the CBN, the use of cryptocurrencies in Nigeria are a direct contravention of existing laws, which means the laws have been there before now. Cryptocurrency trading in Nigeria didn't start yesterday. I'm wondering why the CBN had to wait this long before actually implementing laws that were there that were against cryptocurrency trading in the first place. Now, secondly, this new policy by the CBN, how will this affect Bitcoin investors in Nigeria, people who have already invested huge amount of money, maybe their life savings, in cryptocurrency trading already? What will happen to them now?
I think where the problem is going to come from will be the funding of the digital wallet, where maybe people have dollars in their bank account, or they have card where they want to move money from into the cryptocurrency, and so they are unable to do that through any of their bank accounts in Nigeria. But that does not affect those that have invested in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, which is an example of cryptocurrency, because you are not dealing with money in the bank. You are dealing with one wallet to another wallet. So what it means is that if I have in a Bitcoin wallet, say $100,000, and you have in your own wallet 50,000 pounds, and I need money from you, there is an amount that I am going to pay directly to your wallet, which will earn me a particular amount. And that's one example. The other example is that if you are buying something from a particular company that accepts Bitcoin for exchange, it means I can pay directly from my wallet. And so if you are an investor into Bitcoin or cryptocurrency generally, your money is not in any bank. It's only at the beginning. And I know that those that are involved in this, they will find way around it to ensure that they are able to source money from elsewhere. But in summary, what one could say that the central bank is afraid of is that every digital exchange is prone to fraudulent practices. Your system can be hacked, your money can disappear, and you can lose money at any time. So they fear, just like the Yoruba will say, that you have headache, and this headache is so much, and what you need to do is to go see a doctor, get a paracetamol or something, rather than go to a butcher and say, cut off my head because I have headache. So cutting the head is not the solution to your headache. So what the central bank ought to have done is to see, how do we protect investors that are in Nigeria that are interested in putting money in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, as an investor, to protect your people and ensure that you are able to say, look, if you are based in Nigeria and you want people to invest in Bitcoin with you, you have to register with us so that we will know those that are transacting with you. And permit me to tell you that even the fear that we have about cryptocurrency is evaporating gradually, because we say it's an end-to-end transaction that does not pass through the bank. But don't forget that if you make payments through Bitcoin, this money is going somewhere. Maybe you are buying a car and the person can accept Bitcoin. So you pay from your wallet to that wallet, and then they receive that money. So if you have any issue, you can actually track down who you are dealing with. So basically, the important information to pass out there is that you should know who you're dealing with, you should know who you're buying from, so that when you pay for certain goods and you don't get it received, you can actually track the company, they have an address. And so that's what we should talk about, and not just come with a fiat and say that you should close all their bank accounts. They will get stronger, even with that. It will only affect those that want to come in newly and they have funds in commercial bank. But mind you, they will find a way around it.
All right, thank you so very much, Dr. Gbenga Adeoye. Thank you for your contributions to the program this afternoon. Dr. Adeoye, FCA, is a chartered accountant and financial expert who joined us from Ogun State.